pick a picture or whatever design you're going to put on your silk handkerchief, okay? And I want to make a silk scarf with a picture of a clown on it, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So I went online and I looked for pictures of clowns, clip art, and believe it or not, I couldn't find anything that I liked. In fact, some of the clowns were kind of ugly looking. So I picked the best I could, and then I adapted it. As you can see, I even tried doing some freehand drawing here on this piece of paper. Eventually, I ended up with this right here. Now, this is me just putting using a pencil, and then I went over with a black magic marker onto, and that's the size of the picture it's going to be on the silk handkerchief. Because I'm going to fasten it to this board now using some tape. And there it goes. And once it's fastened to the board, now I can place my silk over the top of that. Okay, now you can see I've taken my silk and I have taped it to this board with the picture, and you can see how the picture I had drawn on the paper, you can see it through the silk, right? Okay, so well, first thing you want to do is iron out your silk and try to get your silk on there as tight as you can. That way it doesn't move around when you're coloring it in. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Sharpie magic marker, and I'm going to go outline the picture onto the silk, just so that it just traces what I will do for you. Now, what I have found that works best is this product called Graffiti Fabric Markers. And this one's made out by Marvy, but it's a fabric marker. It comes in a felt tip pen is what it is. That's all it is. It's a felt tip pen, so you got various colors to choose from. I did try using this brand, it's a different product. It's called 3D Puffy Paint Pens, and it's for fabric, as you can see there. And but I do not recommend this. I tried it, and it was a total mess. This stuff doesn't dry very quickly, and it has a 3D texture to it, so you don't want to be using this, okay? You want to be using these dry markers for fabric is what you want to do. So let me show you what I'm going to do here and start coloring this in. Okay, now you can see that I've used the Sharpie black marker and I've colored outlined the silk design I want to use. And now I'm going to color it in using the graffiti markers. So I wanted to show you the very first time I tried to put a design on a silk myself. I used a black magic marker on a silk, and I produced this thing. This is a red capsule that turns into the the rabbit hole, if you know anything about the Matrix. Anyway, I came up with that design, and that's where I got the idea where I could actually use a black magic marker on the silk. Well, I've got my clown colored in, and that's what it looks like. Isn't that awesome? So all I have to do now is just take the tape off, and I used masking tape so it didn't damage the silk. And there's a reason why I created the clown character, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Because I'm actually going to dress a kid up to look like a clown, and I have an outfit that looks somewhat similar to what you see in the picture. So I'm taking all this masking tape off of the board here and off the silk. And there's my silk design. Isn't that great? I mean, it's not the best job, but it's going to serve the purpose for what I want. And here's the reason why. I purchased a costume, one of these bag costumes where it's got a clown in it, and it comes with a hat, and I took a blue wig and I sewed the blue wig on inside the hat. So when I put it on the kid's head, he's already got the blue wig on it. So now it looks something similar to this here, you know, you see what I'm saying? So he'll look like that, and then I'll have a red nose to put on him, and one of those foam ones, and I'll give it to him after the show. So anyway, that was my whole idea. That's why I wanted to create this design on there, and it looked to me like it turned out pretty good. Don't you think? Yeah. So there you go. There's one way of actually creating some art design on your silks. It's not the best. I don't know how long it'll hold up. Hopefully I'll keep this clean. I won't have to wash it. I don't know if that ink will stay, but I'll find out in time. But there's something I'm passing on to you, and I'll have more for you in the future. Later.